Well, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency is set to hold the 1-week 31st Heads of National Drug Law Enforcement Agencies Africa HONLAF to discuss new trends and partnership in curbing the global drug scourge. The Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, represented by the Secretary Shadrach Haruna, made this known during a press briefing in Abuja yesterday. According to the NDLEA boss, alternative development to cannabis cultivation assets for future cryptocurrency and money laundering by drug cartels, among others, will be part of the highlights for discussion and collaboration.
The HONLAF meeting is an annual event that brings together heads of drug law enforcement agencies in Africa to discuss drug abuse and trafficking trends and develop actionable strategies to combat the scourge of use in the region. In the last one was held in Nairobi, Kenya, where Nigeria was unanimously elected as the host of the 31st edition, which will take place from Tuesday, September 26th to Friday, September 29, 2023 in Abuja. This HONLAF meeting features a lineup of activities that include technical meetings, paper presentations, deliberations on reports and trends of trafficking in drugs, workshops and bilateral talks among member nations. It is a platform for brokering collaborations in the areas of shared intelligence, joint training, and joint operations against international drug cartels in the African region. This year, Nigeria has the honor of being the chair and host of the meeting. So it means delegates from 53 other African countries will converge on the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on Monday. And for the rest of the week, there will be the guest of NDLEA and the federal government of Nigeria. Aside from delegates from African countries, there will be representatives from observer bodies and other non-African countries who will be attending the conference.
Well, also in his remarks, Dr. Oliver Slope, representative of the UNODC, said the HONLAF meeting will also focus on regional and national cooperation to reduce illicit production and cultivation of illicit drugs.
One topic that I also would like to bring to your attention on the occasion of the opening of the HONLAF meeting, UNODC and the Nigerian Institute for Security Studies will be launching a very significant report on the organized crime threats that are currently facing Nigeria, the so-called Nigeria Organized Crime Threat Assessment. Now, that report has been compiled with the contributions of 22 law enforcement agencies, of course, very prominently the NDLEA itself. And we look forward to sharing that report for the very first time on the occasion of the opening, but then of course also in subsequent meetings and opportunities to discuss much deeper what can we actually learn from the data that was collected as part of the report, and what do we do now about it, which is, I think, always the most important conversation to take place.
Well, the conference, which will hold between Tuesday the 26th and Friday 29th September, will also provide opportunities for bilateral meetings on the sidelines of the main agenda, as delegates from 54 African countries and 15 observer nations will next week be in attendance.